Little update. I what was I saying? What am I crying? I don't want to tear up. I stayed around my friends last night, and it really wasn't good. I was really feeling really not good, and I just thought, you know, maybe going around my friend's house I'd be able to kind of mask it and forget about it for a little while, but I really didn't. I'm sorry, my eyes are so puffy. And then it cried. And no, it didn't work because we had something to drink. And with me, that I'm okay drinking, like, as in I'm okay with drinking. I mean, I know it's really calorie, but me personally, I know I can just kind of get rid of it or work it off. And I like make a plan of how I'm going to do it before I drink, so it's all fair. And not all fair, like, I just know what I'm going to do, because I don't want to be in the situation where I don't know what's happening or how I'm going to sort myself out afterwards. But I keep forgetting what I was going to say. I'm really cold. I'm going to put my cardigan on 1 second. I'll just put this jacket on. Oh. That's better. Well, it's not. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and so we had a little bit to drink, and we were both, quite, merry to begin with, and it was all fine. And I was, I mean, the party was kind of rubbish, but it was fine. This spot is horrible. But yeah, everything was fine. And then, just like before we drank, my friend was like, "I'm not giving you that much because you haven't eaten." And I was, obviously, I don't want to repeat of last time where I told her the truth and she made me eat. So, I said I'd had some toast and some pasta, I think I said. Yeah, I said pasta. And she was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." But then later on, I don't know how the conversation started. I really don't, but we went off on our own because we needed the toilet, so we went to the toilets. And I don't know how, really don't know how our conversation started or even went on to it, but she started talking about all my shit. And she was like, sorry, my neck's so big, that's what my thyroid thing does to me. But yeah, she started going on about it, and she was just talking about it like, "Oh, you need to stop," but in a nice way. She was, being like caring, and she wasn't saying it in those words. She was like, "Please, I want to help you, I don't know how to help you, and you're ill," and I hate it when people say that. But yeah, she was, saying all this stuff about me being ill, and like, she wants to bring it up in normal conversation, but she doesn't know how to. And I said I'd rather that than me have to bring it up, because then it sounds like a bit weird, like, "Oh, by the way," it doesn't sound right if I just bring it up. So I'd rather she ask questions about it, because then I can answer. And she was like, "Oh, why would you try and do this and overdose and whatever?" And I was just like, And she was telling me, she was like, she was like, "Oh, Taylor, when I found out, I was like crying in English," and I was like, "Oh my god, don't make me feel bad." And the thing was, when people found out, one, I didn't want them to find out because it's my thing. They're gonna try and stop me doing it and stuff, and it's just confuse the situation. And I just don't want people finding out, because then they think you're a freak, and I just didn't want people finding out. There's like, I just didn't want people finding out. I didn't want people to suddenly just be like stopping me and changing my routine, and I just didn't want any of that. But the other reason was because as soon as people hear that kind of thing, like, I just know they're going to try it. And I just knew, oh. So I asked her, I said, have you like tried to make yourself sick or anything like that? And she was like, I tried once, but then I thought it was so stupid, so I didn't carry on. And that upset me. And then she was like, because I write everything on my Tumblr, and I wrote a post about her. She is my best friend, but you get angry and you get annoyed, and the thing with me is, like, I am, I understand that everyone has issues with it. Well, most people have issues with their weight, and I understand that fully, like, I really do, everyone does. But in my head it just doesn't click the way they don't do the things I do. Like, I don't understand it. So I don't know, and I wrote a post about her, which wasn't a very nice post, but it was about how she always says about how she's fat. I forgot what I said, I deleted it now. It was like, oh no, she always says it, like 1,000,000 times a day. She does, and I don't understand that. Because that's not what it's like. My eating disorder, like, it's just like, I don't say those things, like, and everything's a secret with me. Whereas her, she would just say, oh yeah, I feel fat, oh I look fat, and it's just like, that doesn't click in my head, because that's not how it works in my head. Like, in my head it's like, everything's a secret, can't tell anyone anything. Whereas she would, like most people do, oh I look fat, but I don't understand that, and I must have written a horrible post about her, about saying that, and she was like, oh no, but you wrote this post about me, and I was like, no, and I explained it to her. I was like, no, that's not you, that's me, that's just my thought process, that's just, I don't understand, I just don't get it. And then and then we were just talking about it, and she was like, I don't know how to help you, and she started crying, and it was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And she was like, why would you try and kill yourself? And I was already feeling bad, and it just made me feel 1,000,000 times worse. And then, I don't know, I got home, and obviously, I was going to get rid of my drink, because I'm not keeping that on my system. So I did, and it was just I don't know, it was just really not nice. So I wanted to come home. I called my mum. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't want to cry. I was like, I just wanted to talk to my mum. And I just wanted to come home, but obviously it's like 1 in the morning, and I didn't want her to come and pick me up at 1. So I just took a sleeping tablet, and I came home. I took a sleeping tablet and fell asleep, and then came home this morning. But yeah, it's like playing on my mind. I don't want people to try things or feel bad about things, or I don't want to have made people feel horrible about themselves just because of shit I write when I'm angry, or the things I do, and I don't want to upset people. I just don't, and I don't think anyone understands. It's not, you can't, sorry, that you can't just snap your fingers, and you can't just like think, oh okay, I wake up today and I'm not going to do these things anymore, because these have been my life, this is my life, like, this has been my life for like a long time, you don't just snap out of it. Like, it's something, I know it's something I choose to do, but I don't really think it is it's not anymore, it's just, I don't know how else to be, and I'm trying, I am really trying, but it's really hard, and I don't think people understand how hard it is. It's not gonna work, it's mad. I'm not just gonna be recovered in a week, or 2 weeks, or even a month, or 2 months, And I don't understand how to explain it to people, and I don't understand how to say that it's not just about being skinny, It's not just about being skinny. And I don't want people to make them like she was saying how, it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to make another video.